What's going on, everyone? So last week we decided to debut our hidden gem signee, Fro Shore, aka Fro Shore, a rapper. He is somebody that we are really going to push to our mid card, upper mid card, maybe a babyface gatekeeper. I'm thinking treating him like an Xavier Woods. Um, to be determined. It depends. His star quality is 89. We did talk him into getting in a little better shape, so I think that's going to go even higher. Figurehead potential. Now, he's only 28, so I don't want to push him to the moon. I don't think we are in a big hurry to push him to the moon, but we need mid-card baby faces that are of interest. Think him, T-Bone, Public Enemy are the obvious candidates, and then we have others that, come along the way. So that's where I debuted him. We had Troy Tornado and Mock, Public Enemy, as you see on the screen here last week, because Jeremy Courtney. Just a little fun, not story going on there. We have Syndicate who's recruiting T-Bone, Assault One Man Army, while Sammy Bach and Aaron Andrews were away. And then we had Roderick Remus join up with Joshua Taylor to take down Dazzling Dave Diamond, Ed Stone, and Elliot Thomas. So in the pre-show, we have three matches I want to say here of younger talent. Guillotine, who is in developmental at MAW, lost to Public Enemy number one here. To give everybody experience is why I'm booking these matches, just all that. We had Maverick defeat Joe Philly. Um, just again, get Joey in the ring with someone who's better than him. Hopefully learn from it. Look for this to be a trend throughout the series and throughout this year so we can get these guys ready while they're in developmental. And then finally, we had Jalen Martins versus Harvey Robinfield, with Harvey winning over Jalen. These two are probably A and B in the next call ups. They rolled good chemistry against each other. So we got a potential matchup brewing down the line. Maybe I debut these guys against each other, plans down for later. So interesting. After that, we start off the show with Doc Hammond, followed by the Syndicate, telling T-Ben Bright next week they want his decision on their offer, if he's going to join the Syndicate or not. We had Freddie telling Matt Hawkins, Dr. Love, Danny Fondrali's not here tonight. Take a chill pill. Let's get this win. And, rail him in a little bit. To which they do. They defeat Divine Fortune, where we saw Freddie Huggins defeating, I always say Freddie Hawking. Freddie Huggins defeating Chance Fortune. Now, Freddie is in that same place in the mid card where it's him, Mighty Mo, Joshua Taylor, and Ed Stone as make or break. Now, this year, we need brand new world champions. Those four I just said, not going to be, they were not previous world champions. So one of them, maybe multiple, have world championship potential. I haven't figured out who, haven't figured out when. I have a built-in story for a couple of them, but who's going to break out from the pack between those four? Because Wolf isn't going to be champion. Aaron, I don't intend to be champion for the entire year. Um, to be determined. Killer Shark is one that's a little bit of a sleeper. Following that, we had Seth Whitehead picking up a win over Dean Daniels. Just again, getting Seth another win. He should be about 31 popularity. We'll look at it after the booking here, just to show where he's at. We had Benny Benson flying Jimmy Fox, kind of talking to Public Enemy backstage, and then joking how Troy Tornado is scared of him. All that. Troy Tornado is an egomaniac. He's another one, never been world champion. He might have been in the mid 2000s. I don't think so though. And Flying Jimmy Fox, Benny Benson are just baby faces, happy-go-lucky baby faces. Public Enemy with them. It's a mix and match. I'm thinking Public Enemy is kind of like a Keith Lee, where just a BMF kind of guy. We'll see. To be determined. We have Sammy Bach promo saying he knows it's now or never. He's 41, never been world champion. He is focused, and it's literally now or never. Jay Cord is in his way, and he wants to move him out of the way. We have Mighty Meaty defeating the Elite in a wild brawl, really great match with Mighty Mo carrying it with a 78 rating. Um, yep, just tag action, get Mighty Meaty when they are going to be facing the behemoths at our pay-per-view, which is going to be week 2, Sunday of February. So we got another 2 weeks prior to our pay-per-view. Then we have Sinner Society accepting, I guess I just kind of spoiled that, the challenge versus Mighty Meaty at the pay-per-view. Just again, getting them on the card. We have Ed Peak going against Mighty Mo and kind of Primo there. We have Human Arsenal, who had a match against Wolf, had a match against Jay. So we wanted to give him a win versus Mark Speed, just to show that he's capable still. He's not just a jobber to the stars, which he is. We have Roderick Remus giving a promo on why he joined Joshua Taylor. He says he doesn't really agree with Joshua Taylor's ideologies and everything, but does agree Dazzling Dave Diamond, Ed Stone, Elliot Thomas made a mockery of the sport he loves. Kind of want to go in a route where Roderick Remus is like a traditionalist. I don't know his background much, so if that's against his background, I guess someone educate me. We'll look at it maybe again after. But I'm going like a traditionalist type view, and the party spirit of Triple D, Stone, and Thomas doesn't fit his ideal company. We have Bart Biggins defeating Yuri when Yuri's best match, just getting Bart a win. He's going to be facing Greg Gage next week for the TV title if Greg doesn't win versus Challenger tonight, which he does. He defeats Froshore. Again, great rating for Froshore. This is really just to give Froshore an opportunity versus one of our top guys to see what he does. Give Greg Gage a win versus someone, see if Greg can carry someone less popular than him to a great match, and I would say he did. Then we have in our semi-main, we have Aaron Andrews cut a promo on Wolf Hawkins, saying Wolf Hawkins is nothing but a Tommy Cornell wannabe, and he has never been his own man, never will be his own man, and he'll always be in the shadow of Tommy Cornell and Aaron Andrews. Kind of, again, we're going Stone Cold Rock, kind of like who's the top guy in the company. And in our main event, we have Aaron Andrews defeating Chris Flynn of the Syndicate with a flying body press and pretty good matchup. Overall, 81 popularity. The only show that didn't have an 80 or higher rating was the one that didn't include Aaron Andrews or Wolf Hawkins. So maybe Jake Ward isn't ready yet. But that's what I was thinking. So far for the year, we have to re-sign everybody. Our first contract negotiation should be next year. Now, when that says everyone, it means everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to sign them to deals that are for a year. But let's say TCW, or not TC, SWF or USPW also makes an offer. I have to counter that offer. When it says I have to sign everybody, I have to sign everyone, re-sign everyone. So even like someone like Eddie Peak only wrestles on pay-per-views, which I'm only having 6 this year, um, isn't going to be someone of focus in the company. I have to re-sign him if his contract's up this year and he gets an offer elsewhere, then I'm gonna have a sweeten the deal. So that's really what's going to make it interesting of everything. So we have Aaron Andrews cut a promo here. Elliot Thomas turned good worker, and the kid is worth getting behind. Now, I don't really know if those mean much. I know Elliot Thomas is a hot prospect. Where dark horse for future success. The feeling is that he can turn exceptional in-ring talent if he works hard his craft. Um, Elliot Thomas, I like where he's at. It's kind of like a lower mid-card gatekeeper. But for Aaron Andrews, our ace, to talk him up, and I mean the in-ring skills are there, but the entertainment's not, so star quality's not as well. So maybe we can develop upon that. But we wanted to look at Seth Whitehead's popularity, where he's at about 31 now. It's pretty quick to get guys from here to where he's at now. I don't know what the ceiling is going to be for Seth Whitehead. I don't know what the floor is either. He could be a Elliot Thomas lower mid card. He could be an upper mid card. He can even be a world championship contender. I think would need a manager to be world champion. Um, Effectively, grappling machine. Kind of want to treat him like a Ken Shamrock. The more I think about it, this picture, um, definitely in the cards for that. Then I wanted to look at Roderick Remus, see his background. So Roderick Remus, good worker from South Carolina, broken 16, lying about his age. Okay, he teamed with his brother. Okay, promising young tag team. Stuck in mid card one. His brother destroys his knee, forced in retirement. Continued. Okay, so what this tells me is I can go into a little bit of a traditionalist view where he is against high flyers. So he's, I think, our best high flyer though, and a bit of irony. Um, so maybe I can do like a, my brother lost his career high flying. Ed Stone would be ideal for that, I guess. My brother lost his career high flying, so to ensure that nobody has to go through that pain, I'm gonna, that maybe kind of like that kind of thing. Let's look up his brother just out of, kicks and see. So his brother is Handshake with RIPW, better looking than Roderick. No in-ring ability. Professional, Notorious Ribber. A little bit, not as good microphone abilities, I think. Not as great charisma. Um, or maybe just on par. So maybe we can bring the brother down the line as well. Um, as a heater type with him. But I think a traditionalist is what we're gonna go with him. Is there anyone else I want to show? Public Enemy, big brawler. What impresses me here, charisma, microphone acting. I have no clue what this actually is. Jacob Jackson, Public Enemy. If you look on the forums, is a guy that is consistently like, pretty dark horse candidate. I've never booked him. I've never seen him picked up by one of the bigger companies either. I did talk him into getting in better shape. So I'm curious to see what his star quality does. It's 21. That should be developing still. So we have a potential guy here. The selling needs to be better. And the psychology needs to be better. Um, but there's potential in that. Uh, and then let's see here if there's anything else. There's nothing else of importance. I'll show for sure. We already went over it. Star quality. Talked him in. He's skinny, so he's going to go to middleweight or tone middleweight maybe, and then muscular. Maybe, I don't know. But that's our quality. That could very well be upper 90s and high in this company. If we look at star quality above 90, I think it's Jay Corden with Hawkins. I really do. Sammy Bach as well. But Sammy, as you can see, 41, now or never. If he was 5 years younger, he'd be our ace, so to speak. But he's not, so we'll see where he goes and what we do with him. Um, but let's see here. Feeling a little talkative. Duke Freeman, he turns into a decent worker in some saves. I'm thinking just like a dirty kind of, I don't know, like maybe like a big boss man, low mid card heel type kind of. But big boss man's never that low, but that's what I'm thinking. Guillotine, tag contender here. Definitely somebody I can see in a tag team. If I can sign anybody, Rudy Velasquez and Guillotine as a tag team with like a gang lifestyle, which is in form here at both of them, makes sense. The Omega Man, Harvey, selling needs to be better, psychology needs to be better, microphone needs to be better. Um, Microphone's really the only thing holding him back from being called up. Jalen, in-ring ability could be better, psychology could be better, and then Joey, I mean psychology's trash, selling's trash, um, but he's only 19, so to be determined. But look for each of these guys to get in action. Might be against each other, might against what's it called, main eventers. It might be against lower mid carders. Just pre-show action, just to get them going. And see that. And let's see here, 73. So we went up 1 popularity point since the start. And who have I gave the strongest push to? Greg Gage. So Greg Gage started off with about 50 popularity. We took him up to 57. And anytime he beats someone, so he's going to face Bart Biggins next week. Bart's at 59. I'll let you guess where Greg Gage is going to be there. And then after that, logically, Benny Benson at the pay-per-view or before makes sense. Something I'm already noticing is I have an idea who's going to be the challenger for the March pay-per-view for the world title and the TV title. Well, actually, not for the TV title, but for like Benny Benson is going to be the guy that faces Greg Gage at the pay-per-view or the week before, and we do something different pay-per-view. I haven't really gave him a win on TV. So for him to get a TV title, it's kind of that WWE out of nowhere style, and I don't want to do that. So that's something I'm gonna get better with because when I plan out, I'm gonna plan out to really May after the pay-per-view, and we'll have those things in place. So that is my biggest criticism of my own booking so far. But let me know what you guys are thinking, and I will talk to you next time.